lot of wind here, mine, so they might be picking it up on that.
Right, joining me now is Wellington's manager Gary Stevens. Gary, that was a good win in a very hard game.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a very difficult game. We were fortunate. The way we started, we played really well first 15-20 minutes, and should have been more than 1-0 up.
Yeah.
But there you go, and then we struggled. Not struggled, but we couldn't break them down then for probably to the last 10-15 minutes, and then once we got that second goal, it was just one-way traffic, and obviously it looks a comfortable win, but it certainly was not a comfortable win. They're a very good side.
How were you impressed with Martin in goals today?
Yeah, well, I was impressed with everybody today, to be fair, but Martin did very well, called very well, covered round very well, and made a superb save. Absolutely superb save.
We're all doing it.
Yeah,
especially because he seemed to be going the wrong way as well as he put his left arm there, so excellent save. So that's a really good result. As we said, a really good side. Now we're moving on to Malvern on Wednesday night. Malvern won again today. So what are you expecting from that game?
Well, it'll be a very tough game again. We've already said before this game started, it's the first of 3 games that we've really got to work hard to get any points from. We've obviously got the 3 from this game, which is very good. Malvern will be a very tough fixture, but we've got, hopefully, we'll have Aaron Morgan and Steve Goodwin back, so we'll have an extra couple of players, because there's a couple of knocks in there. They've already been told to prepare themselves ready for Wednesday, so they've got to start now to recover for Wednesday.
Yeah, and just going back on today's game, how pleased were you with the front 3? I thought their movement and work rate today was excellent.
I thought everybody played very well. I have criticised the front 3 for not being clinical enough.
I wouldn't argue with that.
So, yeah, the movement was very good, but they weren't clinical enough, and we need to introduce that a little bit more to win games. We could have won this game in the first 20 minutes. It took us till the last 15 to win it. So I'm pleased with that. I'm very, very pleased with the clean sheet. And we're looking forward to Malvern on Wednesday.
Gary, thanks for your time. See you Wednesday.
Thank you.
Right, and joining me now is Martin Francis, our goalkeeper from today. Martin, this league's not too bad to play in, is it?
Very good. Very, very competitive today. Scoreline, I think, flatters a little bit, but at the end of the day, you have to take your chances.
Indeed. So how have you got on with the back 4? So your shouting was excellent today, I thought, and they did seem to actually be listening to you as well.
Yeah, well, I think my game play since coming back to Wellington overall has improved. With playing with the reses, they like to roll everything out from the back, so rather than me going gung-ho and sort of rushing everything 100 miles an hour, it's taking your time, having a look, finding the more effective pass, and it seems to be working very well. The defences in both teams are very good, and hopefully sort of going through the rest of the season we can continue to work together.
Say during that second half, we were under a lot of pressure that second half, and you did a lot of good calling, and that shot you saved, that was a heck of a save. Did you see much of that as it easily hit it?
50% guesswork, I think.
Yeah.
Especially after the first dummy. It was just reaction, I suppose. You just can't really put a point on it as to where it comes from.
But saying just indicate it's a very good 3 points at a very strong side, which I think we're going to do well in this league this year.
Definitely.
And saying next Wednesday, of course, we've got Malvern away now. It's another tough game. What are you expecting from that game?
Well, if I'm selected, I don't want to count my chickens. Yeah, kicking was pretty terrible, but well, I don't know what Malvern are like, to be fair. I mean, I'll have to take each game as they come on this one. And just see how it goes. Take each game as it comes, isn't it? Really.
Indeed. Well, Martin, you played really well today.
Thank you very much.
See you again, hopefully soon. See you
my
Wednesday night.
My good mate Pete would be proud.
He would be indeed. Ta-ra.
Cheers.
Right, joining me now is Matt Williams, who scored one of the goals today. Matt, that was a nice finish you took there.
Was quite lucky really, because the first touch still wobbling a little bit, so I'm just glad to see it in the net really. I think the problem is we should have killed the game off a lot earlier. In the first half we had probably about 3 or 4 chances. Thought scored after about 5 minutes really, but the linesman didn't see it. So no, it was good for the lads, good performance. 3-0 this year, 3-0 last year, so yeah, quite pleased really.
I think this season is probably a better result because as we said, we all agree that they're a better team this year. What we saw at the end of last season.
I don't know. I mean, they've always been strong, Ellesmere. It's a difficult place to come to. So now I think the lads are glad, and on to the next game, really.
Indeed. So how are you finding you and Norm and Josh are playing well together at the minute? Some nice movement again today.
Yes, yeah.
I know Gary's been critical of your finishing today, all three of you.
I know. No, it's good because for the first time for a long time, we probably play now season or season and a half together. We sort of know each other's movements. Usually get probably one or two of us all score each game. It's usually Josh and Norm, so I'm lucky just to get a few. But no, I think if we work together and we carry on, obviously I know this league quite well now, but if we, as a free, play well, I think we beat most teams really in terms of pace. Josh, he's got eye for the goal all the time, and I think Norm played really well today as well. So yeah, great performance.
I just think that, especially against Josh, I'd hate to play against him. He's just gets onto the defenders and is around them all the time, and then you and Norm are running off him. And it was really fluid, I thought today. I know you say he didn't take the chances. So that one goal in that first half, it was in, was it?
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, it was over the first half. I mean, I back-heeled it. I should have just followed it up and just smashed it in the net. But yeah, it was over the line. It's one of those things. No, the difference with Josh is Josh goes for most balls. Strong, he's good in the air. It's great centre forward to play with. I think in the first half we were probably too far away from him really, so he's playing against three. Second half got a bit closer. When we get close to him, if he wins any flicks on, me and Norm are through really, so it's great. Really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say today I thought Martin was great in goal.
Yeah, it's excellent.
And Andy Price always fills in well at the back. And him and Jack look really strong today, so yeah, good performance.
Yeah, so another nice easy game Wednesday, Malvern away. They won 4-0 at Dudley Sports today. So we expect another tough one?
I think tough one, but I mean, I think the same again. If we get the ball down, a bit like these today, they're quite strong at the back. However, on the floor, we seem to be a lot quicker than them really. So yeah, just getting the ball down, getting the ball out wide, just playing the same way as we did today in the second half, and then I'm not sure we'll get the result, so it'll be good.
Excellent. Cheers, Matt. Thanks for your time. See you Wednesday.
Mike. Thank you.